Growth therapy. Hi, testing. Huh?
I left the rest in the fridge.
Oh no, why don't you just share? Put more in her.
Because I got to drive.
Oh.
I can't be trusted.
Okay. I think I only have one more anyways. It's not like we could like keep going. Okay. Testing me. Mic 1.
How am I? Am I good?
Yes. No, Cami talk.
Cami talk. Cami talk.
Mic 2 talk. Cami.
Talk.
Fucked up or anything.
All right, I think that's good.
It's just a good tasty little
No, it is.
spritz.
Cheers.
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 I like these because Love is Blind, you know, or all the Netflix dating shows, they have the gold one.
Yeah.
So I got myself the pink one.
You're right. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are we recording?
Is that recording? Is that stay recording?
It says it has a red dot.
Okay, my eyes are red
Wait,
dot.
is there? Oh yeah, there it is.
Recording.
Okay. Does my hair look okay? I feel like it looks poofy on the
I'm like so jealous of the length.
As long as fuck. I need to get it
hella
trimmed.
long.
Yeah. I gotta trim it.
That was like a twin moment.
Yeah.
I got like mesmerized because it was like in one. But okay.
Let's start.
I got some emails, so I mean, okay, let's just get into introductions.
Intro.
Hi guys, it's me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Broke with Therapy, and we have your favorites, the twins. They're back as usual.
I don't know what the fuck I just did. I don't know what the fuck I just did, but I was like,
well,
as if I haven't had 3 sips of whatever the fuck this is.
You're like, fuck up. There's something about holding a drink that makes you even drunker without really drinking it. It's just
That
like,
is actually
like
so true.
Something with it. It's just like it does
it's
something
the energy
to you.
of the drink.
It's
You
the
know how
vibes.
weird I felt last night when the waiter came and I was like, yeah, I'll have another one. Like,
you guys don't like really drink.
We never drink. But for some reason, dry January has been like the month
wet as fuck.
Wet as fuck. Wet January for us. Who normally never.
Everyone's doing dry January, and I feel like this wasn't a thing before.
You know, it's funny because like
maybe my friends were just bad before.
In our rave family, all of our friends were like, yeah, we're going to do dry January, except for my friend Kimmy. She's like, yeah, no, I'm not participating in that.
I've never participated. And I don't feel like I need it. Like, I feel like if I drank a lot, then I would do it.
Yeah, and I guess it's...
I just drink, like, socially, and I don't even really, like, socially
That's what I'm saying. I never
so.
drink. And lately, the past, like, 3 weeks, I've had, like, at least...
Yeah.
I guess, like, if you don't depend on alcohol on a day or every other day basis, like, why would you need to do dry January, you know?
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm not participating in this. Except my birthday, I got really drunk. And I don't know what it is. I get to a level of drunk where I'm like, I just want to do bad things. Yes. So I was just like looking for like cocaine, cigarettes,
cigarettes is where I go to first. Or a vape.
Oh my God. Yeah. My friend had a vape, and as soon as I smoked it, I started like choking because of my asthma.
Yeah.
But Brian just had to like stop me from making all the bad decisions. But I was like, no, I'm going to make all these bad decisions. But honestly, it worked out because we had the best sex ever afterwards. Like,
yay.
Because I'm telling you, drunk tequila Steph with 3 Fs is a fucking slut.
Yes. I love this.
Like, tequila for some reason, like, makes me like crazy. And he was like loving it. He was like, it's not even my birthday. Like, I got head.
He's like, it's my birthday
it's
now.
my birthday.
It's your birthday, my birthday, our birthday.
I get it. So it was fun. It was honestly the best part of the night. It was like having sex with him. I was just like, because the bar is so loud.
I want birthday. I'm manifesting birthday sex for me. Okay?
Birthday sex is always so good.
I didn't have birthday sex this year. Or this last year. For my 30th birthday, I didn't have birthday sex. Did you?
Weren't you like in a dry spell?
No. Actually, you know what? I wasn't. I was like 6 weeks celibate at that point. Because we were in Dubai. I had broken I had just fucked the German. Which was fun. Yeah, but I didn't have sex on my actual birthday.
Oh, okay.
I did have a play partner at that time, and that was fun, but like it's not like we did anything. Well, did we? I think we hooked up at some point after my birthday, but like
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would love it if, like, you know, I got to go out and celebrate, come back home to my boo, and we have
and
sex.
Get fucking nasty.
And
That's
get
nasty.
nasty.
What it was. Like, I got disgustingly nasty.
Dear universe. Like,
I know. It was great.
If you're listening.
I'm telling you guys, it's stuff with 3 Fs, and I wore thigh-high boots. Like, I knew what was coming. Like, when I wear thigh-high boots and have tequila, oh, my God.
It's a whole new bitch.
It's like scary. Like my friends had to stop me from asking people for drugs.
It's not scary, and I get it. But
you
should see that was me. That was me last night.
Debatable.
I had 3 drinks last night, and then I took an edible. I forgot that I took an edible, and then I smoked a bunch of weed. And then when I got home, the worst mistake you could ever fucking hit. Yeah, I thought she was gonna. I was home editing. Yeah, and I thought she was gonna, just like be home at like 9:10. Come 10 p.m., she like texted me. She's like, I'm fucking drunk, and I was like, okay. So then I called, and she had the car. Yeah. So I texted our neighbor who lives like 2 buildings down, and I was like, yo, can you take me to go pick up Cami? She's wasted. He was like, yeah, sure. Aww. So he dropped me off, which is
I like fun. Cami drunk, though. I remember when he used to be drunk on the show when you first came on. It was funny.
Oh, my God. Last night, and I was with 2 of my friends. They're a couple. They've been married for some time, and I was telling them about, how I fell in love with my neighbor, and they were I just saw 444 on you. Yeah. They were
really?
Like... They were giving me, like, advice and stuff, and then at one point, like, I'm wasted. I'm, like, drunk texting my neighbor, and they're like, who are you texting? And I'm like, no one, like, emotionally I was sending a paragraph, and they're like, no, put the phone down. I was like, y'all are so great. I'll never forget the time we were at Side Piece. Remember that concert? And there was a girl in front of us, and I was watching her. Oh, my God. Homie had written a paragraph like this long. I am not kidding you. She must have been, like, rolling or something. And I was like...
I've done that when I'm rolling, too. Yeah. You write and I was like... you love somebody?
Yes. And I got a little closer and, like, peeked over her shoulder to see, and I'm sorry if that violated your privacy, ma'am. I apologize, but, curiosity really got the better of me. You wanted the tea. I wanted the tea, and I look over, and, she is writing to her boo, I hope, about how much, like, she loves him, how no one's ever made her feel this way. And I was just
like... I feel like I'm rolling right now because I, like, remember that feeling. One time I was rolling, and I went home as I was peaking, so I was, like, stuck at home, like,
that's the worst feeling.
It was the worst feeling. So all I did was, like, sit there for hours texting every single person that is my friend, even if you were an acquaintance.
You got to call.
I know, but this was in the middle of the night. No one was picking up my phone call. So, but it was like I was texting, like, even like acquaintances. Like, it wasn't even just like my besties or like who I was dating. It was like literally everyone that I even just liked. I was just texting them how much I like really loved them.
I'll never forget one time I was in Miami, and we were all at this bar club. No, it was a club.
Oh, Club Floyd?
Yeah, it was this tiny little club. And we left, and I had been doing some party favors. I was peaking as we were leaving. So then, and we were waiting for the Uber, and I was just like in this like seedy part of town, just like dancing.
Oh my gosh. Sidewalk. In the Uber. Yeah. I've done that. Like, I've definitely been like in the Uber on the way like home when I started peaking, and I'm like, just like something like that. I'm like, just like,
LOL, hey guys.
Psycho. Just like,
it's your host.
Just like
chewing your gum,
and your eyes are just like, yeah.
I love it.
So good times. Okay. I lost my Molly, so I gotta figure that out. It's somewhere in here. I just don't know where she is. So we'll find her.
Yeah, Molly, you'll find her, I'm sure.
I've like ripped this place apart, and I still couldn't find her, but I know she has to be here. Yeah. Because I didn't take her anyways.
I'm excited for Vegas because tomorrow, because I'm gonna do, and the friends that I'm going with, like, they party hard.
Mm-hmm. I'm so jealous.
They bend. So I'm like, I'm going to have another 3-day bender or 2-night bender actually this one time. And I'm just going to go ham. I might send some emotional texts. Probably.
Send one my way, Yeah, maybe maybe just craft it and send it to her.
No, but like,
or send it to me and then we could read it on the pod next time.
There's one person I should probably text more when I'm feeling emotional like that, and it's you. But you're usually there. So we're usually there. Like the one time we hug a year is like when we're both like,
at a rave.
Yeah, at a rave and
chilling,
we'll be like, I love you.
Yeah. Now I've realized like all my party friends are gone because like when I was at the for my birthday, like my friends are still fun, but like back in the day, if I wanted cocaine or a cigarette, like easily someone just handed that shit to me, and I'm like over here like, where's the fucking coke? And like
I don't know how you
everyone
like
was
coke.
Just like, no one has that stuff. Like relax. I was like, I really want a Camel Crush. No one had it. I was like, I'm just going up in life,
We're not there yet. The other day, I like jokingly told my mom I don't know. I forgot what we were talking about, but I was like, Mom, don't worry. I would never do coke. Tried it once and hated it. And she was like, wait, what? And I was just like.
I could never even tell my mom that I even tried it once or even looked at it or even know what it was. But it's okay.
I just love it when my mom's like, I'm so proud that you guys don't drink or do anything. And we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't drink.
We don't drink. We don't.
Every now and then we really don't.
Minus what's in your cup right now.
Every now and then. Can't say the same for everything else. Every now and then is fine. Every now and then. Everything in moderation.
I think it's okay. It's like as long as you're not abusing it, you know.
Everything in moderation is fine. Yeah. I am sober 90% of the year. You know, like that 10%.
I feel like it's a little bit more. I feel like it's a little less. I mean, I feel like maybe you're
I'm
not
sober
as sober as much.
70% of the year. No. 80. Think about it.
Because if you go to a rave, that's like times 5. You know what I mean?
Okay,
because you don't sleep. Like,
oh wait, how many raves do we go to?
I feel like you're always at a rave.
We actually do a lot of raves.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
like most of the photos of you guys are at raves. Like every time we're doing this project that we've done, I'm like, oh, send me a photo of you and your sister. It's always a fucking rave photo.
That's the one time we take pictures together. What are you talking about? And we're usually just never. Yeah. Okay, hold on. It is a solid 80%. Okay. You know, like yeah, we don't go to raves that often. I would say we go to probably 6, 7, 8 raves a year, give or take. You know, like 10. Yeah, keep it casual. It's casual. Look, less than once a month. Yeah,
less than once a month.
But then we go to shows. I'm counting shows. Because if you actually count like 3-day or like 2 to 3 day festivals, then we're only talking like maybe 4 a year. If you're counting shows, probably 10, give or take. Anyways, so it's a solid 8%. So you know,
I think mine is probably I am at a good like 95% sober of the year, like as the past couple years.
I think that's beautiful. Whatever this is.
Yeah, no. I feel like I've needed it, but now I'm kind of feel like I want to get fucked up. Like something in me is like, we're all my party friends. You know, where did they go?
Well, she's going to Vegas, but like we have our next rave is in March. Ready to go ham for that.
Yeah.
We just went ham for New Year's Eve. That was a bender. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, you guys did go on a bender. No, we slept. I was so tired.
But you know what? I did not bend New Year's. I
did not bend.
I lost 10 pounds and have kept it off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's like the pros of like doing drugs.
Yeah, right? The abs come out. The abs
like,
come out.
Like, you just don't eat. So you
don't eat. You have no appetite. I lost 10 pounds. I've kept it off. My workouts have been at their best that they've ever been.
Honestly, it's like
killing it at the gym. Yeah.
It's the OG Ozempic. You know what I mean? Like,
it is the OG Ozempic.
It really is. It's like
there's the sound
Ozempic
bit
before Ozempic was a thing, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone used to go to raves and just, or if they don't, they did before, you know?
Well, and on top of that, like, think about it. Like, you're there for 8-9 hours.
You have to stay
You're
up.
walking around. You're jumping around. Like, you're dancing. You're constantly moving. You're sweating. Like, of course.
All this energy.
Of course you're going to lose weight. And so, and that's half my workout routine for the year there.
Oh, no, for sure. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, before, like, I didn't, like, work out before, but I used to go out every weekend dancing. And I was like, the amount of sweat that would leave my
water
body
weight
back
that you
then,
lose.
Yeah, exactly. And just, like, I'm like, that was like a workout. It was, sure. Yeah. Me and Rose back then.
Raves are a workout. Like, EDC, we clock a minimum 30,000 steps a night.
Fucking music festival is like a fucking, I feel like, especially EDC.
We got tickets for Tomorrowland. Yeah. I'm so excited.
I want to do Lovers and Friends. That's like the difference between like our music genre.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I've seen the lineup for that.
Are you doing Coachella? Have you seen that lineup?
I did. Yeah, I actually want to go, but I know it's like overly saturated. But last time I had
interested
so much fun. I think everyone should go and experience it at least once.
Agreed. But since we got tickets to Tomorrowland, I'm like, I don't know if Coachella will be like high on the priority list. Yeah, we'll see.
Because
we're doing Beyond and Coachella so far, or not Coachella, Beyond and Tomorrowland so far. We'll see.
I just want to and I feel like people in my life don't want to do this, but when I go to Coachella, like I want to camp. Like, I love the whole camping experience.
Wow, really?
Glamp? Okay.
Yeah.
Glamp or camp?
And I know that sounds like, wait, what?
Glamp?
No, like
she
fucking
said camp.
Sit in a fucking tent and sleep and shit.
That is brave of you.
I used to not do that, and I did it before when I went to Coachella a few years back, and it was the best experience of my life.
That is brave.
It was. It really wasn't even that bad. It honestly was the best.
For 3 days? Do they have showers?
You have showers, and they're nice. Or sometimes you just baby wipe yourself, whatever. Or you could get those own personal showers.
Nah, dude.
I used to not be into it too, but honestly, I bet you it's the best because, you know, sometimes like there's certain like artists that are playing, you're not really interested, and you just want to chill. So it's like nice to go back to your tent and just do that and eat and drink all the alcohol that you have there. And then and it's easy to go in and out.
That's true. I will say we camped at EDC last year.
Very convenient.
We camped at EDC last year.
But we camped in an RV.
In an RV. I can do an RV. I can't do a tent. I can't do a tent.
I mean, my car's there.
I'll do an RV, but I can't do a tent. I can't get on board. However, I remember we were at the showers that were in the campgrounds for the RVs, and Cami and I were like waiting in line for the shower, and this girl goes, "Are you guys from Double Teamed?" And we were like, "Yes."
Oh my God, that's so funny.
She was like, "You guys are so much smaller in person." I'm like, "What?"
I get that too, and I'm just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, what does that mean?
I'm like,
I get it. The camera adds 10 pounds, but still,
but I even think we're shorter.
Yeah,
shorter.
I used to get people think that I'm so much taller, and they meet me, they're like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I'm like 5'2".
Yeah,
we are pretty short.
You are, I know, but we're the same height. Well, you guys are an inch.
I feel like we're a little shorter, than you.
But however, it's we're in our own world and we think it's fine, but
I guess no one can see. Oh my God, I need to put lotion on.
Okay,
wait, we're not going to talk about festivals the whole time. I wanted to talk about a moment that I was really proud of myself because it showed me that I have outgrown my toxic tendencies.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. Okay, so I've started seeing this guy, right? And he was spending the night at my place, and he was like,
"Oh my God, what? This is the story." Okay, keep going.
What? Anyways, he passed the fuck out. We were both passed out. But anyways, in the morning, I woke up, and he was still passed the fuck out. And my pets needed to go out, so I went, let them out, whatever. And then I, was walking back upstairs, and I see his phone just chilling there on the table. Mm-hmm. And let me explain. When I was much younger and a lot more toxic and not anywhere near as healed as I am now.
Yeah, so like a decade ago.
Yeah, a decade ago. I went through my ex-husband's phone plenty.
Yeah.
And
as we all do.
And it was not healthy. I recognize it's a total violation of privacy, whatever. Anyways, and so I walked by his phone, and a part of me just a little was like, "Oh, we're curious." And I was like, "No." I know his passcode because
you're just trying to hurt yourself.
Exactly. I know his passcode because he's always typing it in. Anyways, but I was like, you know what? I don't need to do this. I have healed this. On top of that, he has given me no reason to do this. I'm like, curiosity kills the cat. So I decided to just keep on walking by, kick that thought to the curb, and move on. And then I think I finished feeding all the pets, went back to bed, and was laying beside him. Anyways, and I was just I get it. That's a very small thing. And most people would be like, yeah, that's the right thing to do. So maybe it's not huge. No, however,
it's huge because I think everyone could relate to that.
To that curiosity.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm just but I was proud of myself that I was there's no reason for me to do this. So yes, sure. An old version of me would have probably been well, let's just see. But now, here I am, and I was
Did you tell him that you did it?
No, I didn't. No, and it's not that I wanted to. I think it was just more of
your instincts were...
Yeah, your instincts are immediately well, we have an opportunity to check something out, and should we? And I was like, no. So
I was put through a similar test, actually.
I was proud of myself, and it just... Yeah, it was a moment to show myself that yes, I've grown, I've matured.
New year, new you.
I don't know, because this has been me. I
was gonna say, I hope she's been there for a while now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been there for a while because I'm trying to think. I've dated people, and at least in the last 2 years or so.
If you had the chance to look through Calvin's phone, would you right now? You had the opportunity.
I would have for the plot, absolutely. I not a moment's hesitation. I would have looked.
Honestly, not really.
I would have.
Okay.
Not really, because what would be the point? I don't know.
I know, but sometimes the universe gives you an opportunity.
Sometimes that's what I'm saying.
And a test.
That's what I'm saying. I think the universe was testing me. Are we gonna fall back into our old patterns of fear and insecurity and all that shit? And I was like, nope, we're not. Yeah. Walked right by it without a care in the world and moved on about my day.
We picked up my neighbor the other day from the from the service center because he dropped his car off.
And he left his phone in our car.
He left his phone in our car, and we were on our way to the gym, and I saw that he left it, and I was just like, and I know his passcode because he's told me his passcode. And unless he changed it.
It's like he's asking for it.
I know. And then I'm like.
The curiosity was there. That's pretty, I'm sure.
I did not.
She didn't.
I did see that a bunch of notifications were coming in, and I was just like, I'm not going to look at it. And then when he came to pick up his phone, I was like, all your hoes texted you. I didn't look through your phone. He's like, you should have. And I was like, what?
Here's the thing, though.
Why the fuck would you say that, dude? Like, what is wrong with you? No.
Yeah. I will say this, though. Like, for example, like this guy that I'm seeing, if he was like, let me look through your phone right now, I'd be like, 100%.
I know. It's like, what do I have to hide? Here.
What do I have to hide? Yeah.
Look at all the emotional texts I send my friends about how much I fucking hate that I love you. That's what, like,
find out my real feelings for you.
Yeah. Here are all of my feelings. Absolutely.
Watch
dude.
the way I completely overanalyze every text you send with my friends in my text.
Maybe they shouldn't look through our phones.
Yeah. If anything, I'm like that. It'd probably be more embarrassing for me than it would be for him.
You're like, it's really not what you think you're gonna find.
No, exactly. It's like sometimes like it really do be that innocent.
And sometimes I've been on a truth journey, and you know what? Like, it has been so hard to be more honest, like with myself, with people, and like in situations where your honesty and like your integrity are like, you know, tested. But I mean, for example, like I was trying to be, when I started seeing this guy and I was like, hey, this is someone I want to like put a little bit more energy into. I told all my fuck buddies that. Damn. And they were all like, we're out.
Yeah.
So cleared out my entire roster unintentionally. And unfortunately. And, you know, and at first I was like, not upset, but I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, damn, am I not like playing the game right? Like, am I supposed to be playing a game? But then I was like, what the fuck is this game that you're supposed to be playing anyways? I'm like, I don't want to play any games. I want to be honest with people. I want to like show up as like my most like honest, authentic self. And so like, if that means like saying things that you don't want to say or getting results that you don't want to get, like that, I think that's better than like trying to like lie to myself.
Right. And try to like prevent yourself from whatever, but it's only just making the situation worse.
Yeah, even with this guy, you know, like I'm being super honest with him because, you know, like, and sometimes if anything, I could probably be a little bit more honest.
Honestly, when it comes to like telling your feelings to someone, I've taken the batshit crazy approach, and I will literally just say everything on my mind.
But have you told everything you said on your mind to homeboy recently?
Yeah.
Okay. The last one that we talked about in that episode.
And see, that's what I'm saying is that, like, I've been doing more of that, too. And if anything, like, it just shows you who's going to stick around and who's not.
For sure.
And it always reminds me of, I know I've told this story a million times on, like, every platform that I have. But it always, it always reminds me of when I first started dating my ex-husband. We were a month in. And I was just looked at him one day and I was like, we're going to get married. And he was like, okay. Yeah. And I always think to that because I was like, that was what I was thinking in the moment. That's what I felt. It was honest. I just knew. And it was, you know, probably a pretty crazy thing to say a month into someone that I was just having sex with.
Right.
And lo and behold, like, you know, it panned out. And so it's like, and he didn't run then. So it's like, just be as fucking brutally honest as you want to be in the beginning. Because guess what? Like, that's how you know who is going to stick around. And
who's there for, like, the real you.
For the real, yeah,
exactly. Because, like, going back to Cami, like, it's not your batshit crazy. Your titty which just came out.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. I might have this Patreon episode, okay.
Wait, did it?
It did, yeah.
Oh,
and it was, like, straight in the camera. That's
My
fine.
bad.
We can censor it.
You can just censor it.
Yeah. Or I'll just cut to me. And
yeah. If you want to see more, go on Sunroom.
I was like, I just saw your tits.
The full nipple. It's a nice nipple.
But going back to you, you're not like batshit crazy approach. I just think it's just you're a very emotional person, and I think that's okay.
And
that's exactly who you are, and the person's gonna love you. Is gonna like love.
And that's the thing is like the way I show my emotion is like you will never not know what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
it is very evident all over me.
Oh, same. That's what I can't hide a fucking thing. If I'm feeling it, you're gonna know.
Yeah, bitch, you definitely feel it. I feel like your emotions are so strong.
Yeah. Oh.
Who's that? Jeff. Oh.
Yeah.
Pick up.
Hold on. Should I?
Yeah, I can cut this out if we need to.
Hold on 1 second.
All right, hold on.
Hey, I'm in the middle of a recording. What's up?
feelings.
Oh, and being honest.
So deep in my feelings.
I wish. So the other date. Wait, hold on. I wish I could be someone that could like hide my emotions a little bit better.
Oh, I wish I could be just like a rock.
Yeah, but I can't. Like, they're gonna be on my sleeve. You're gonna know how I'm feeling. If something is off, like I can't hide it.
It's that Scorpio Mars.
Yeah.
Can't hide it.
I used to be able to to my close friends and on the show, I feel like I'm very like vulnerable. But like when I was dating and stuff, I was so good at hiding it.
Really?
I was really good at hiding my depression.
They could that too. I'm actually very.
Yeah, actually,
good at
you were
it.
because I had no idea. When you were depressed in college, granted I was wrapped up in my own shit, but like I had no idea, and I didn't know until like you explained it to me much later, and I felt really bad that I wasn't there for you.
I know I could really mask my depression too. How do you mask it? Oh my God, no, we can't go sad, remember?
I know.
We're just say it, then we'll read some emails.
No, I don't really know. I think back then, especially, I just, I don't know. Everything was really like behind closed doors, and I always just put up a front that I was fine and happy. Yeah. But
I think a lot of us did at that time because like no one really talked about mental health.
Yeah. I will say this though, is, you know, even though like I do wear my emotions on my sleeve, like I do try to like process them on my own and not ever really like ask. And this is something I'm working on, but like I'm really bad about asking for help. When I like, if I need someone to give me like reassurance about something, or if I need like someone to be there in that moment for me, I will squash those feelings away and be like, it's fine, I got it all on my own. And I think that's just like a self-protection mechanism from like, you know, all my trauma. And it's like, you know, I feel like the only person I can really rely on like is myself and Camilla. But, you know, even then, like I remember one time I was like talking to one of my friends, and she was like, it's okay to ask people for help. Like, you don't have to do everything on your own. And I was like, I know, but it's just so much easier and I know how to do it for myself.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just so much easier to be self-reliant and not like, and you know, on
and
top
not
of
being a burden for somebody else.
Exactly. You don't want to be a burden. And so it's like, but sometimes you have to like remember that, you know, if someone does care about you, they should be okay with like taking on a little bit of that burden, if, you know, because like I'm willing to do that for people.
And that's how you know who actually really cares about you, because there's been times where you like go to somebody and you realize, oh, I can't go to you.
Yeah.
And maybe that's always a bad thing, because I think everyone's in your life for different reasons.
Yeah.
But you definitely
you know who.
You know who. And you definitely like figure out in those moments like who also could be there for you. You know?
100%. All right, let's see if there's some like ratchet emails we can talk about, so we're not always, you know.
I know, talking about we've been like so sad.
Do you want me to read?
I think is it just what is it the beginning of the year?
I know, the beginning of the year, like, and not even just like you, it's just everyone, even like. Yeah, never mind.
I mean, yeah, Pluto did just change signs. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but. We can't blame Pluto and the stars for everything.
Everyone's in a funk. Like, comment below if y'all are in a funk.
Yeah, are y'all
in
a funk?
Like, did you start off the year, like, kind of, like, just meh? Like, it doesn't have to be, like, low. Sad. Or low. Meh or low. Because I wasn't, like, sad.
It's starting to sound like a wine. Merlot.
Merlot.
Meh. Low. Merlot.
Meh. Low.
Merlot.
But...
This one says, please read with the twins.
All right.
Love that. I love that y'all love us.
Let's hit it. Okay. FYI, my sign, Taurus sun, Cancer moon, Scorpio rising.
Ooh. Hold on. Scorpio rising with a Taurus sun. Okay, so the sun is in the 7th house.
You're about to get a reading.
Homegirl
who sent
that,
this.
And okay, I have a 7th house sun. That's hard. Because you feel like your entire life is centered around relationships, and you cannot. Ooh. Yeah, and on top of that, like, it's just very hard for you to operate outside of a relationship. However, I don't like
sun in the 7th house is so difficult.
Wait, and a Cancer moon?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just a Cancer in any.
Hold on. Taurus. Okay, so that means the moon is going to be in the 9th house.
Scorpio rising.
Yeah, so moon is going to be in the 9th house. Okay, so you need to...
is it? Hold on.
Yeah, because if 7th house is Taurus, 8th is going to be Gemini, and 9th is going to be Cancer. So a 9th house moon, you need to travel, you need to expand your mind. You need to learn. You need to immerse yourself.
Oh, this is a long one.
Let's hear it.
Oh, and her husband's a Cancer. That's nice.
Cancer sun?
Yeah.
Oh, that is nice. Sun-moon compatibility is really great for long term.
Ooh, they're in San Diego. Bitch, we're there all the time.
SD.
Say hello.
Say hello. Okay. All right. Okay, Steph, I have chisme.
Yay!
I started listening to Double Teamed back in June of 2021. Okay, so OG listener, thanks, boo.
And wait, what? June of 20? That's literally when we started the pod.
Exactly. That's why I said OG listener.
How do they find you?
And through their channel, I found you.
Love listening. I love that.
Love listening. Love listening.
The power of collaboration.
I don't know the sound that just left my body, but whatever.
I love listening to you all besides you three, Rose and Kiko.
HK Brains. He's rebranded.
Kiko.
Wait, he's rebranded? I didn't know this.
Yeah,
he's Kiko now, yeah.
Okay. The Kiko, we call my aunt's name is Koki. That's so funny.
Koki.
Anyways, Rose and Kiko are also my faves. A little bit about me. My husband and I were virgins when we got married for personal religious reasons in April 2022. He is a male Cancer, was 23 at the time, and me, female Taurus, was 21.
Oh, I like Taurus and Cancer
so
together.
they're fairly young, and that was 2022. Okay, wow. I know we were/are crazy young, but it felt right, and I don't regret it at all. Love that for you.
Boo. Do what feels right.
We obviously started having sex immediately and frequently, and it has been amazing. We've helped to discover each other's bodies and have had so much fun doing it. We are monogamous and don't have plans to change that, but besides that, we do almost anything you can think of. We've tried every position we've heard of, can think of: oral, anal, vibrators, eating each other's asses, sucking on each other's toes, etc.
What about toe fucking?
Story number 1. One time, is this just... Let's see how this goes. Okay. This might just be stories about them. Okay,
that's
story
fine.
number 1.
Yeah,
we'll
give
One time we had a little incident where I pooped a little on his dick and anal, and girl, it smelled.
Oh no.
It's okay.
We ended up it happens.
That's what the anus is for.
Yeah. We ended up just hopping in the shower and kept going. I felt so safe, even though I could not have been more embarrassed. Aww. This story is for anyone wanting to try anal, but is afraid of bodily issues out of their control. My advice: find someone who you trust and makes you feel completely safe. So if something happens, you can laugh it off and clean up after each other.
And I love that they continued in the shower too. Like, that's so romantic.
One time I literally, and this was actually with my ex Mike, I was blowing him in the car, and just threw up all over my blazer, and obviously the throw up smelled, and we were in a car, and and my blazer's trash, yeah. and then we drove home, and it's he didn't fucking care. He was just happy. Yeah, he got head.
Yeah, honestly, also, they don't care as much, and if they do, they're a little pussy ass little bitch.
Yeah,
sorry,
100%.
Really
but also, I'm so glad that he made her feel safe in that moment, because as a girl, when it's you getting fucked in the ass, and something comes out that is so embarrassing, and it can feel so vulnerable, and so for someone to make it a safe space and be it's okay, it happens, my heart.
Yeah, and also if it makes you feel better, HK Brains has shit on a dick on a one night stand, so
love
that's
that.
An entire shit. But, yeah, it was he shit himself.
Shit.
There was an episode about it.
Story number 2. For my birthday in April of 23, we got a Clone-A-Willy kit.
So she's an April Taurus.
And a Clone-Willy kit?
Yeah. Where basically it's a thing where you...
Clone-Willy kit. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
It's called...
I've never heard of that. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. And actually, the Willy Jason got one. So now he's cloning his dick.
Brian...
Yeah. Anyways, so they got a Clone-A-Willy kit and cloned his dick. It has been so fun to use it and spice up our foreplay and just our sex in general. It has been so hot for him to use it on me, as well as
you could do that
for me to masturbate with it. Wow, that's a great idea.
I love that. I've never heard of this. I'm gonna try.
I've never heard of this too.
One of our favorite, actually, this brand I've heard of many times because I've been trying to work with them. So it is called Clone-A-Willy. And tell them Cami sent you so that they actually respond to my sponsorship emails. Anyways, one of our favorite positions is to use my husband's clone dick in my ass while he penetrates me in missionary. The clone is also a vibrator, so he can even feel it in his balls. It sends up both over the edge almost immediately. It sends us.
Wait, so does it make a dildo of the dick?
Yes. Anyways, we also love to use it when he's ready to come, but wants to wait so that I have more time to orgasm. In that case, he'll use it on me and watch until I've come multiple times, and then we finish him together. 10 out of 10 would recommend buying one. Sorry, that was the longest intro / word vomit ever. What I originally wanted to email you about.
I love this.
I'm tuned in.
What I originally wanted to email you about is our most recent sexual endeavor. I'm lucky enough to not have a hard time orgasming. I had an orgasm before my husband because I hadn't explored myself sexually. But between all of our experimenting toys and doing research, I have learned how to orgasm on our honeymoon. In all of our play, my husband has been trying to help me learn how to squirt. Even with research, I couldn't figure it out. He was out of town for the month of August 2023 between vacation and business trips, and one night I masturbated with his cologne and sent him vids.
That's sexy.
Somehow I figured out how to squirt and caught it on video. He was so excited and was rock hard texting me all night while hanging out with his friend on their guide trip.
You need to put this on OnlyFans. People will pay for that.
I know. After 2 hours of texting and me sending vids, he went to the bathroom and jerked himself off into the toilet and sent me a video.
Wait, slow down. Sorry. There's just a lot of details and I want to soak it all in.
So basically, like, she squirted in the video and then he got excited and texted her a video of him jacking off.
I love that they, like, start off as virgins and now they're, like, the nastiest fucking couple ever and they're having the best time doing it. Girl.
It's always the quiet ones you gotta watch out for. You never know, she might lay on a brother like a Pop-Tart.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I was like, what? Was I having good sex at 21?
No, I wasn't.
I was having okay sex.
Because you're married.
Yeah, and on top
of that,
love
somebody.
The first year of marriage was really tough, though.
Sex-wise?
I think I was having decent.
I was having okay sex. I had no idea what I was
doing. Was it just like regular marriage sex type of thing? Or
yeah, but it was a lot of things. I don't want to get into it. But
Okay.
It was okay.
I did have this one fuck buddy that I really liked. He and I would have good sex, I think.
At 21, who was I fucking? I don't think I was fucking anyone at 21 because ended my relationship at 20 and I really spent a year and a half before I really started going out exploring again.
See, I wasn't
fucking anyone at 21.
Basically, throughout all of my years in college was when I was
sorry, I was singing some.
Was when I was depressed, and I also just had severe abandonment issues, and I used sex as a way to make me feel better about myself. So that's how I got my number up really high. But I would also just sleep with everyone.
I love how we were on such different journeys back then. So I was monogamous as fuck and trying to be the goodest girl I could be for my husband.
Yeah, I know. But no.
Wait, keep going. So what's going on?
Yeah. Anyways, it was beyond hot. Since he's been home, I've squirted on him and can somewhat control it. I just wanted to send these stories in because we don't have a ton of sexually adventurous friends, and I've been dying to tell someone.
Yes, thank you for telling us.
Thank you for telling us. I'm hot and bothered.
I know, me too.
I literally just texted my dude, let's make a dildo mold of your dick.
I want a mold of Brian's dick too.
Well, I always think about, that pink dildo I have from Peep Show Toys.
Yeah,
I love that dick.
Do you actually fuck it?
I use it all the time.
Oh, really?
And so I was thinking, and actually it reminds me a lot of my current dude's dick.
Oh, wow.
And so
That's a big ass dick.
I think about it and I'm like, it's a great dick.
Yeah.
And you know what's, I was thinking about the other day, I was like, I've always been like, I love this penis. And then
You manifested a penis.
I manifested a penis. It's just like it. Yeah.
I love that for you. Anyways, thank you all for keeping me entertained and teaching me more about sex and the female body. You guys are hilarious and never fail to make me laugh. We have very different views on a lot of topics. Since I am conservative and Christian, I relate to Jessica Clark in that sense. Haha. But I really love listening.
Okay, that's why we got Jessica Clark on the show.
I think
representation for that.
Yeah. I think it is healthy to hear opposing views so that your world becomes broader. XO, a viewer who appreciates all y'all's work and can't wait to see y'all continue to flourish.
Taurus from
I want to
cry. First of all, I love that she's willing to listen to other views because I will say this, and this is something that I've thought about recently that I need to probably do better at. I am so ingrained in my views that sometimes I forget other views exist.
Yeah.
When it comes to sexuality. And so, I have to remind myself, there are people that are heterosexual, monogamous, don't want to,
who don't want to explore the things
don't want to explore, are happy with vanilla sex, don't need knives in the room to make things exciting. So And
no one's better than the other.
And exactly. Yeah. And so it's like, I sometimes like to remind myself that like, it's okay when there are opposites and there are people that have opposing views, and that, like, that is fine. And it's not that like I have anything against those views. Yeah. It's just like, I'm so deep into mine that sometimes I forget they exist. Good for her for being like, you know what, like, we don't agree, but I still listen because like I learned something and I get a different perspective, and that makes me reflect on mine. And like, I think that's great.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, all I could hope for as a host. I try my best to like have as many viewpoints as possible, because like not everyone is as like super non-monogamous as like the twins, or as Christian as like Jessica Clark, like I think, or as gay as fucking HK Braids, like,
or as into astrology as me.
Right, exactly, or into astrology, whatever. It's just like everyone's so different on here, and I think that's like, so, you know, shout out to the writer for this, like
Taurus from San Diego,
because, you know, that's what I want. I hope to just like bring in so many different viewpoints, and for you guys to not always agree with us, but yet like want to hear more, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, and not shame us.
You got another one?
Well, no, I was going to say, if we want to do an advice one, I got one from a listener the other day that I could read.
Yeah, I have another one.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I think this one...
I just want to get to the ones that like ask for twins. I'm trying to be as like on top of it as possible.
Yeah. I love it.
I just put in a folder.
So let me see.
So this one says Scorpio wanting to try poly.
LOL, good luck as a Scorpio, but let's hear it.
Hi there. First off, I fucking love your... Wait, let me just make sure. Yeah, she sent this... Did she send this today? Oh, she sent this today. Okay. So you'll be hearing this on Monday. Hi there. First off, I fucking love your podcast. I'm not religious, but I listen to you and the twins religiously. I love that. Because we just talked about religion. Anyways, to my story. Scorpio, 28 female, married to a Leo, 37-year-old male. Are Scorpio and Leo? I feel like that might be kind of tough, huh?
Well, that possessive is what
the thing is about Scorpio and Leo is that they square each other because they're fixed signs. And so it's not a bad thing, because squares, you know, although they cause tension, like it's the spice, you know? And so like, it's not a bad mix. However, like Leo wants to like stay high, you know, up and, you know, have fun with everything. Whereas Scorpio wants to get deep. And then on top of that, okay, hold on. You said she said there was something else. What did she say?
She's 28, he's 37, so there's an age gap.
Yeah, okay. 28. So she's going through her Saturn return. 37. He's already passed his nodal return. Yeah. So she's going through some very life-altering changes. He's probably more established on his path. Because once you go through your nodal return around 35-ish, you're pretty much like, if you've done the work correctly, you're pretty much like set on your path. So they're just on very different wavelengths, which is fine. Not a bad thing. However, he's going to need to be patient with her while she finishes her Saturn return.
Okay. Cool. So let's see what happens, because it's kind of a chunky one.
Sorry, I keep getting way too into astrology.
No. I love it, because I think that the listeners like love hearing that shit, because I'm sure there's another Scorpio Leo out there listening.
It's not a bad mix. It's a hot mix. Because they both rule the houses of sex. Leo rules the 5th house of sex.
I've actually never dated a Leo.
So does 8th house. So it's a very sexual couple for sure.
Yeah. Okay. We've been swingers for a little over 4 years now and love the lifestyle. We've swapped, joined in orgies, go to swingers clubs, and even had a guy join in for the MFM. Super hot. What's that? Male,
female.
Ooh. So the males didn't.
2 guys, 1 girl.
The males don't touch, but yeah.
Oh, hot. She even said super hot in all caps.
Love that.
I'm very open when it comes to my life. Personally, I'm the kind of person that would rather talk about sex and taboo stuff rather than a simple or basic conversation.
Anyways. Well, Leo's nice for that. Leo's good for that kind of conversation. Yeah. I mean, might not always. Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Anyways, so I've expressed I wanted to try poly. Personally, I'm extremely flirty and love feeling wanted by many. I love that. I love the awareness. I have to have a personal connection with people. I just can't just sleep around. Mm-hmm. I'm not a jealous person at all. Quite the opposite. He's expressed that he's not interested for multiple reasons. The main being that he's that he's afraid I'll build a stronger connection with someone else and leave him.
Valid concern.
It's a valid reason, and I completely understand. While I've taken my time to really ensure him that he is my priority and that person I want to continue building a life and family with, he's still hesitant to even give it a try. I positioned for him to have a girlfriend first, and we could build from there. He's not interested, stating that he barely has the effort for life. He doesn't want to romanticize someone he's not building a life with. Again, I understand. But I feel like I'm missing out. He's pretty insecure himself. He believes he's ugly because girls are swiping left on apps. Says he's only gotten less than a handful of girls interested in him. I tell him to forget online. People are only looking at what they believe they want. Connecting with someone in person is different. Yeah, someone people may not find him attractive at first, but once you get to know him, ladies love him. It's hard because I do get a lot of attention. I hate to say it, but females get more attention than males overall.
No, they do.
Which I agree.
100%.
So I don't want to keep pushing, but I do want to explore other connections. Or at the very least, feel comfortable enough with being able to fuck someone I like without him being there. Sometimes I worry too much about him when we are with people that I forget that myself I forget about myself and I'll fake it. So he can have fun since he's always saying that he feels unwanted. I don't know what to do. I don't want to push, but I do want to be an advocate for myself without making him feel bad about himself. I feel like I'm in a lose-lose situation. Send help.
Hold on.
Scorpio, Gemini, Sag. And she's in Miami.
Wait, Scorpio, Sun, Gemini, what?
Scorpio rising.
Oh, Scorpio rising.
No, Sun. Sorry, start over again. Scorpio, Sun, Gemini rising, Sag, Venus, and Moon.
Okay, wait. Okay, so her sun is in
they're
the 5th house.
They've done swinging. They've done lifestyle. Now she just
wants to do poly.
But poly means
it
like
is a
bringing in the emotions. And it's also a big jump. And I think one thing that she needs to realize is like, and I understand, I think it's great that they already have the foundation of like, I don't know how long they've been together, but oh wait, they've been swingers for over 4 years. Okay. So they have that foundation. So like ideally like that transition to polyamory might be a little bit easier since they've already had their footing in the door for some time. However, and so she's feeling secure. That's great. However,
it is a big jump.
It is a big jump, and polyamory will really like, it'll take all of your everything. I don't care how secure you feel. It'll still find something that maybe you're insecure about and just highlight the fucking shit out of it.
Yeah.
At least that's been my experience with polyamory. But I think like the thing that she needs to realize is if his insecurity is not going to get better.
No.
If anything, with polyamory.
It's good that he's aware of that before jumping into 100%. Something.
It'll cripple him. I think in before, but it just sounds like she just wants, like right now they probably just, they do things together and it sounds like she just wants to explore separately, which is fine. It's not full polyamory. That's more just like an open relationship.
I know. Have they discussed that? Like maybe something more open rather than like fully polyamorous?
I don't know. She didn't explain, but that's a good point.
Because
like not doing something together, but it could still be like playful with someone else. Because essentially, it's like.
But the thing is that like it's if you're gonna keep it open instead of poly, like that's an entirely different set of rules and boundaries that you're gonna need in order to make sure it doesn't bleed over into polyamory.
Right.
Because like you can quickly blur the lines when you're having sex with someone twice a week, getting to know them consistently, texting them 3, 4, 5 days
when there's
out of the
emotional
week.
attachment.
Spending time with them and getting friendly and all of that, and then and then at one point you're just like, oh well shit, I have feelings for this person.
Yeah.
So actually, okay, so as an example, my fuck buddy that I had from about September to December time, so about 3 months, we fucked pretty regularly, and him and his girlfriend were in an open relationship, open. And so but we were having sex 2-3 times a week. We texted each other about things that we were doing. We texted about random things, like all of that. And so like, at least, even though for me, I was always like, okay, he's got a girlfriend. Like I'm keeping my feelings at an arm's length. For him, it started to blur the lines pretty quick. And so by the time that I was like, you know, hey, I've started kind of seeing someone, he was like, oh, I have feelings. And he was like, you know, we were almost like about to ask you about like exploring something more polyamorous. And so you really do have to have like a very strict set of rules if you're going to keep it open instead of poly, because it can quickly go that direction without you even realizing it.
Exactly.
Because it's, I mean, yeah, when you spend time with someone consistently, of course feelings are going to get involved.
And you're having a good time and the sex is good, of course.
Yeah, and you're creating patterns. And that's the thing, is like, especially when it comes to a lot of like casual sex or open relationships, the things that are going to quickly blur the lines and err on the side of feelings is when you create patterns.
Yeah. You have to, if you want to keep it more casual, then irregular.
You're not texting every morning. You're not spending.
Yeah, there's no good morning text.
No good morning
sleepovers.
Text, no sleepovers. You're not, you know, fucking 2-3 times a week. It's like you keep it sporadic. You keep it random. You keep it casual. And you keep it inconsistent.
Right.
Well, but also, like, you know, for this couple specifically, like, I know she's like, well, you know, like, right now I'm missing out, but, you know, but he's insecure. And it's like, I feel like, you know, then maybe I think you need to, like, fortify your defenses with him a little bit more, like, and maybe not put so much pressure on, like, is he finding a girl? Who's swiping on him? It's like, no, just, you know, that's also ego work for him and her to do, but it's like, you have to realize that, like, when a couple is like, oh, we're going to be poly or we're going to be open and we're going to go out and do this together, the frequency and the timing is not going of like when you find a partner, when they find a partner, or however you want to do it, or how often you find partners or how often they find partners is never going to be the same.
Yeah.
So you better be okay with sitting there for a hot minute if your partner is just getting, you know, date after date and, you know, establishing all these connections, and maybe you haven't made one. That's fine. I mean, maybe your time might take a little bit more, but you have to be okay in sitting in that silence while the other person is, you know, in their little thriving era.
But that's the note to him, though, because she's the one that gets a lot of attention.
Yeah. And that is so much ego work when you have to sit there and be like,
horrible.
I think so much ego
poly and open in general, even being a swinger is a lot of ego work.
It's so much ego work, and I think it's so necessary and it's so nice. And I think like when you get to the other side of it, it looks
great.
It's really
great. But you have to like literally kill your ego.
But it is so fucking. It's brutal at the beginning because you literally sit there and you're like, what? What the fuck? I'm not special enough. I'm not good enough. What do you mean? Like you want this other person before me? What about me? Like who am I? Like
why am I not getting enough matches?
Yeah,
why
exactly.
Am I not getting
and then
this attention? Why,
it's like
and
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this Leo is an overthinker or not, but like for me, like the amount of work I had to do when I was in a poly relationship was just so much. I am both like very thankful for it, but also like it's still just like hurt in a sense.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I mean, never say never, because shit, you never fucking know. I just like, I don't think I could do poly with Brian. Like, especially when it becomes like so, when you are inviting emotions.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of work, like you said. And again, it's just kind of like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, like, it's funny because like I had a friend the other day.
If I even care to do that work, would it like? You know
that's what I'm saying. It's like some people you can choose not to. You can be like, I'm going to stay monogamous, or I'm going to stay just swinging and not do that work, and that is totally valid.
I'll put my energy somewhere else.
Yeah, because and you know what? I'll say this. I used to like, especially when I was very poly and very, you know, like non-monogamous. I was always like, well, why wouldn't you want to, you know, like open up yourself to that and like do all the work and get to the other side of it? Because that work is fucking brutal and it sucks, and it is like, it takes you to some very deep places, and let's be honest, some places that people can't always handle. Right. You have to really have some like very like strong sense of self, strong self-love, strong self-forgiveness, all these things.
I think I could handle it. Get there. It's more so I'd rather put my energy somewhere else.
Exactly. And I don't blame people,
but also
they want
it's
to put
like
their energy elsewhere.
You might be able to handle it in 6 years, and you might not be able to handle it now. And it's like
it's always going to change. That's why I say never say never.
And so, and I
just talk about myself right now. I'm like, never now, for sure.
Well, that's the thing.
I mean, I would love to hook up with someone else. It just hasn't happened. And again, we're just Just like,
I mean, I used to say that I would like never go back to monogamy, and now I'm over here like I would like something that starts off monogamous for like 6 months while we just like get our bearings straight, and then we can, you know, figure it out.
And it's okay to change, change your mind.
I mean, I was actually,
and maybe like, so going back to the writer, like, maybe your man could change his mind later, you know?
And I think just
keep having the discussions.
And need some patience.
And give some patience and, you know, like.
But change that perspective that you're missing out, because, like, I really do think that, you know, like, if he is where she wants to put her energy and, you know, she really wants to nurture that and make that and him the relationship that she wants it to be, like, focus on that and, like, make sure you're doing what you can to build him up, and the rest will come.
Exactly.
The rest will come.
I mean, at least y'all like are still having fun and putting yourself out there. So it's not like you're that monogamous. Like,
I mean, if they're swimming and they're having group experiences, I think that is that's setting a good bar. It's setting a good bar for the start. But I mean, it is that like extra, because like when you're doing things together, I think that's very different from when you're doing it apart.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if he like with his insecurities and stuff, like that's just going to take extra conversation, extra time, extra patience, and you just have to be okay with it. And I mean, like I remember I was, but like also, you know, even though for me polyamory didn't work, you know, last year whenever I was in it, you know,
it didn't work long term.
Yeah, it didn't work long term. When you were in
the middle of it, you were having a fun time.
No, I mean, as a single person, I was enjoying it. But as a person who also wanted to find a stable partner, I was like, actually, wait, no, not for me at this moment. But, you know, like, I still defend it. I know last night I was with 2 friends, and it's a married couple. And the girl is she's very bi. She wants, you know, non-monogamy. And then her husband is very monogamous. Yeah. And so, like, the 3 of us were, like, you know, arguing, and she and I were, like, championing for, like, poly and open relationships. And even though, like, right now what I want is something more monogamous, I was still, like, you know, headlining that battle.
I will still wave the flag for polyamory.
I was still waving the flag. Yeah. And then, you know, he was like, well, you know, blah, 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 it doesn't work. And I'm just like, I mean, it works for some people, and for some others it doesn't.
And I think it's okay when it doesn't work either. Like, I think it's dope to just, like, experience things and to like kind of do something outside of the box of what's normal, you know, and to see like how far you can go in it, you know? And I think that like, I don't know, but I also know that like going into poly or something open, it's like you have to go in it knowing that like, something could go wrong. Yeah, like being okay with that.
Well, I mean, but that's in any situation. That's in any situation where you're taking a risk.
When you're fucking dating on these apps, you're going into something.
Everything has risk and reward. Everything has risk and reward, and it's like pick and choose your freaking battles, man. Yeah. I mean, I think
it's all fucking hard at the end of the day.
Yeah, monogamy's hard, non-monogamy's hard, polyamory is hard. It's like they're all
being single is hard.
Being single is hard. They all have their pros and cons. Being married is hard. Being in a relationship, like everything is hard. So I think for her, I think they can get to poly eventually. It is going to take some extra patience on her end while, you know, if her man is, you know, willing to give it a try, like it's just going to take some extra time. And
I think her focus should be on, like I said earlier, kind of change that perspective of like, oh, I'm missing out, to instead like, how can we both work together to get him to a place where
how can we empower the situation?
Yeah, how can we empower him? So it's like work together as a team to help him overcome his issues.
Or just work together to find a compromise.
Yeah, that too.
Like where can we meet in the middle where we're both like happy in this situation?
But also like there's always this is ego work again, but it's like there's always the notion of like, you know, oh, I want this and my partner needs to want it too. But it's like the couple that I was with last night is a perfect example. Homie is monogamous as fuck, and then his wife is very open-minded. But he doesn't care, like, what if she wants to try, like, more open-minded things, he just doesn't want to do it. So it's like
he's okay with her, like, hooking up with other people?
Yeah, because she mainly wants to hook up with other women. So it's like, and that's like, to him, he's like,
men are fucking okay with it. They like, that's like,
I have my own grievances about that. However, in this situation, it seems like it works because that's what her interest is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, he doesn't mind that that's what she wants to explore. But then, you know, she'll be like, okay, well, you go be with other women too. And sometimes he's like, well, I'm not really feeling it right now, you know, or something.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, okay, is that like,
even with like me and Brian, when he was like talking to like to homegirl, Like, I was like, I don't even feel like talking to anybody, you know? But I was like, but I like the idea of you doing it. I just don't.
But you know what? It takes such a secure person to be like, you go do your thing. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to go do that, because most people, they want the scales to be even.
Oh, yeah. No, the old me would have been so fucking competitive.
Well, I mean,
like, oh, you're going to go fuck some bitch? I'm going to go fuck some bitch too. But it's always out of pettiness and hurt.
Yeah.
But I love Brian, and I know that he, like, loves me. So, like, what's the point of, like, acting like that?
Okay, you know what? Actually, this reminds me. So this guy that I'm seeing, for example.
Yeah.
I haven't slept with anyone else since I've seen him. Ooh. And just because, like, I really, accidentally cleared out my entire roster, but B, I really haven't had the interest.
Yeah.
And whereas, like, he was honest and upfront with me that he had slept with someone else. And I just remember in that moment, I was like, okay, well, do I want to go sleep with someone just to, like, even the scales? Or am I fine just, like, you know what, he's doing his thing, I'm doing mine.
Who was she?
I just haven't, I have no idea.
Okay, you asked details.
Yeah, and he just said it wasn't, like, a regular thing. So I was like, okay.
It's like a random hookup.
Yeah, but I was thinking to myself, I'm like, you know, if I don't feel the need to go out and, like, sleep with someone, and I'm not, like, you know, I don't need to force it just because I want the scales to be even.
Exactly.
So
that just only damages the relationship.
Exactly. And I was actually kind of proud of myself in that moment, because, like, yeah, there was probably a version of me in the past that would have been like, I want to make that fair.
Oh no,
I want to go fuck around.
I would have done
but
that.
Instead I'm like, no, you know what, you do your thing, I'm doing mine, I'm, you know, satisfied, whatever.
I'll stay home, whatever. Go ahead.
And that's what I'm saying for this couple, the OP. It's like, both of you need to get to a point where you're okay when it's not even. Because trying to even the scales is going to fucking ruin it for you.
And that's the thing about non-monogamy and polyamory. The scales are never going to be even.
Nah.
7 years of it, and I can tell you the scales are never going. It's going to be up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's not going to be like up and down at the same time. It's going to be like one of you is up while the other one is down, and it's a constant state of flux. And you have to be willing to be like, and instead of looking at, like, what your partner's doing, you have to sit there and be like, am I happy? Am I good with where I'm at?
Right.
I am. Okay, cool. You go do you.
Right.
But that's hard to do in practice.
That's hard.
It's hard to do in practice.
And that's the thing. Is it worth it? Is it worth all of it?
Let me work it. I put my finger
down, flip it in reverse.
If you got okay, but yeah, I mean, I think it's just a matter of, you know, if this is a journey you want to take, strap in and strap on, and, you know, have fun, because it's gonna be all over the place. And I think it's, you know, it'll give you some things that you really want, and then it'll also, it'll shine a light on some things that you got to work on. And also, like, opening the relationship up to polyamory could also, like, really highlight whether you and your partner are truly compatible or not.
Yeah. And also,
so
I do want
to be prepared for that.
Scorpio and Leo, those are fixed signs. Okay, stubborn as fuck.
Both of those homies don't want to move.
Aquarius, stubborn as fuck.
It's also a fixed sign. Yeah.
Like, oh, am I a fixed
sign? The fixed signs are Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo.
What do you mean by fixed?
So every sign has a modality. So and the three modalities are cardinal, mutable, fixed. And the way that I like to describe it is cardinal is the leaders of the zodiac. So cardinal finds a direction, and it's like takes off in that direction.
Yeah.
And they're just going to keep spearheading, charging ahead no matter what. And then mutable could go either way. They're like, you know what, I could stay here, I could go there. Let me take some time to figure out which direction I want to go, but I could go either way. So mutable is it's like the chameleon of the zodiac. And then you have fixed. And fixed is like, I found my place. I'm staying right here.
Yep.
I'm not fucking moving. This is where I'm at. I'm right here.
Yeah, I just don't like when people tell me what to do.
Yeah, that's fixed. Oh. And so, so fixed signs, like I said.
What is Cancer's? What's Brian? Because he gets really frustrated with me.
Cancer is cardinal.
Like, just go.
Yep.
Keep going. Yeah.
Yep. Cardinal signs, like I said, once they've got a direction, you're not going to see them again.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun facts.
Yeah. So Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer are cardinal.
Okay. Because I feel like there's a little bit of it in that, me too, if like really love something.
Because you have Aries rising. And
if
Aries
I really
moon.
love something, or I really love someone, like, oh, for sure. Like, I go all in.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
That's your Aries moon. Yeah. Because that's a cardinal moon.
Like, so me and Danny have been like working together on like being healthier and stuff. And like, and a lot of it is, you know, telling me what to do to be healthier. And I'm just like, I told him, I was like, it's gonna, like, I'm gonna have my moments because like I'm very like stubborn.
Yeah.
So like if it's like I kind of have to do it because I want to do it.
Yeah.
So like, you know.
That's how I am.
I was like, thank you for wanting to help because I'm probably one of the most stubborn people you'll ever meet. And you'll soon figure that out as we go on. Like, why did you do that? I told you it would be really helpful for you. Be like, well, I didn't want to. Yeah. So, you know, so
next sign.
That makes sense. And I think Brian even complained the other day. He's like, I just realized that, I don't know. He was telling me like, I'm kind of like doing things on my own way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's very Aquarius. Aquarius, whatever the rule book is, they look at it and they're like, bye.
Yeah, no. Don't even.
Like, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. 100%.
Yeah, like let me figure out how to build
Thanks for the
shelf.
suggestions. Lights it on fire.
Right.
Bye.
No, yeah. And let me like make all the mistakes until I figure it out, even though I had this handbook right here telling me what to avoid.
Yeah. I am.
But anyways.
Well, that's my Scorpio.
Are we?
Yeah, we're over an hour. But also, I need you guys just to take a moment. Yeah. This is just like a personal thing, not for me. My friend Nathan is like a big fan of you guys.
Oh, what?
He was supposed to be here today to surprise you and meet you guys.
Oh,
because he didn't get to meet you at my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, Nathan Lusk?
Nathan Lusk.
Really? Oh, I love your videos with him.
He is obsessed with you guys. So if you could just take a moment and tell him hi.
Hi. Well, okay, but also, like, I want to meet him.
I know. He was going to come today, but he just moved to his new place.
The episode of you two on True.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking love that.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's great. I would love to meet him.
Yeah, no, he like wants me like the whole day. He's like, where's the twins?
Wait, we could, whenever we take you to dinner for your birthday, we can invite him.
We invite him. Yeah, no, he would love that.
Oh, I would love that too.
But yeah, but he wanted to meet you guys today. So I was like, maybe you could do a little shout out to him.
No, shout out to
fangirls over you guys.
Shout out to him. Thank you. I honestly, when people fangirl over me, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, what do you mean?
I'm me.
Yeah. No, but he like loves you guys.
Aww.
I don't know why this reminds me. I went to an event the other day for work, and Hannah from Personal Fave had been at this expo for sex toys, and she was like, and it was a mixer, and she was like, oh my God, she's like, this guy that's been listening to your podcast, you know, for a while, he's a huge fan, he's gonna be here, he's so excited to meet you. I was like, oh my God. And then like I meet this dude, and I'm just like, you know, and it's like this older gentleman, and he was just like, I love your show, like, thank you for everything. And I'm just like, me, you know, like, I'm just a normal,
it gets really
insane
weird.
person, but hi. Like,
I wonder if people heard my inner dialogue every day, if they'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't want to that bitch. What the fuck?
It is a blind leading the blind. Anyways, but that it was.
It is a blind leading the blind. Or if they go up to you and they're like, Steff. Like, I remember I have had this at, when I went to like a festival in Sacramento. Someone came up to me and was like, Steff. And I was like,
yeah, you're like,
who? Because I was like going to a Rolodex of like, you know, people in my life. I was like, maybe I just forgot. She's like, oh shit, I realized you don't know me. I'm like, listening to a show. And
that's the thing.
So like, I'm gonna shout out to her.
I was at a sex party.
So sweet.
And I ran into this girl. I follow her podcast, and I've loved her pod for years. Or her and her friend, they like co-hosted together. And I just remember I was like, the whole time I was like, oh my God, it's her from Girls on Porn. And then I'm like, wait, she has no idea who I am. So
it's such a parasocial relationship, because I listen to other podcasts too, and I feel like I know them. And I'm like, fuck, they don't know me. And I like feel like I listen to them every like Tuesday or whatever day. You know, like Girls Next Level. Holly and Bridget are my best friends, but they don't even know it.
Yeah.
But I love them.
I used to listen. Well, I mean, anyways. So, but anyways, thank you.
So we get the parasocial relationships. But
I just remember one time we were like literally at an airport gate, and this girl like looks at us and she goes, and I was like, oh my God, what is it? I was like,
because you like don't think automatically.
Is there something on my face?
Yes, because you don't think automatically you're being recognized. You're just like
exactly, and
you're just like, what did I do? How do I
exactly,
know you?
Yeah, but it literally it took her a hot minute.
At some point. Exactly. Did we fuck? Like
yeah, it took her 3 seconds to like, you know, compute words, and then I was like, oh, that's
how. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have a really funny story. Actually, we can wrap it up here. So Cami and I were at the car wash, and we were just like washing her car, whatever. I see this guy walk by, and I was like, oh my God, I know him. And I was like, hey, and he was like, do I know you? And I was like, yeah, or no. I was like, hey, I know you. He was like, from porn? And because he does porn.
Oh.
And I was like, no, we banged at an orgy like 2 years ago. And he was like, oh my God. He was like, I see you now. I didn't recognize you with clothes on.
What is your guys' life?
I thought it was so funny.
That's so funny. I love that.
He was like, how are you doing, babe? I'm like, oh, I'm so good.
He's like, from porn? You're like, no. So personal.
No, you've been inside me. You've been inside me.
That's hilarious. What a life.
I know. Sometimes I forget the people that I fucked at parties, so then I see them elsewhere and I'm like, oh.
I know. How is that like? You know what I mean? You see them in the real world and they're like, your dentist.
It's much different seeing someone
my dentist.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Huh?
I was just saying, like, you see them in the real world and they're like a dentist and you're like, oh, you like fucked your dentist.
It's
definitely
never
having, you know.
It's definitely one of those things where it's like when you see them in that setting, they're just in such a different energy that when you see them outside of that setting, you're like, oh, this isn't the person I fucked.
This is different,
this
right?
Is different, but same.
I had something to say for the very end of the episode. And I can't remember what it was.
Regardless, I thought
just say I love you, Nathan.
I love you, Nathan.
Love you, Nathan, and can't wait to meet you. I'm so flattered.
He's like, oh my god, I could hear him already.
I'm so glad we had an episode where we actually got to have fun and didn't cry. Can I just say,
next time can we do an episode on shrooms? Imagine if we did it. You're down. You're not. You just drink. Edibles?
I can drink. I can drink. Yeah. And honestly, Cami, you might have to drop me
Or
off.
why don't we just do like a drunk episode?
Yeah, we could do that. This was pretty much a drunk episode for me.
Are you drunk?
I'm a little
not
sober. I need to stop drinking. What is with this wet January? I don't get it.
I know. It's okay.
Anyways, okay, but I do have to pee, so let's wrap it up.
Okay, well, plug yourselves.
Double Teamed Podcast.
.com.
.com has all the relevant links. You can also find us on Instagram at Double Team Podcast, at Cami and Nikki. And we are also on TikTok, YouTube, all that fun shit.
And check out, what is it? Double Team Podcast at, what is it? Our link tree?
Just Google it.
It's just on our social media.
Yeah. You're like, whatever. Or on your website. Just everything's there.
Everything's there.
Yeah.
But also, and then if you're a brand reaching out, just reach out to Cami directly because Nikki will ignore those emails.
I don't ignore them.
Do you have a separate email? I guess I thought you shared.
No, we share the email. It's just, if I read it first, it's bad news.
Why don't you unread it?
I need to do that more often.
Yeah.
We're trying to get her in the habit of doing that.
Instead, I just send a screenshot to Cami and I'm like, you need to figure this out.
At least you could split the work. So I have to tell my future self to figure it out later.
Oh.
That's
okay.
True. That's nice.
Yeah. So anyways, follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. Okay, bye. Send more questions and emails because I'm running out and I'm trying to be on top of it so you could hear it within a week.
That's nice of you.
You know what
I like this. Yeah,
we just put it in a folder and we're like, we'll get to it when we get to it.
I know, but people are like, wait, I haven't heard from you. It's been a year. And I'm not even with this person anymore. You know what I mean? So I want to give them the advice when they need it.
Yeah, the tea pass.
The tea is
the
cold.
tea went cold. The tea went cold.
Exactly. They divorce. They're Anyways. Okay, bye.
Growth therapy.